Hi everyone, it's Helen here. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. So today I'm going to be showing you a variation on what we can make with this new disc bound album collection. So this one here was made using the medium album, which is this die set right here, but this album cover can be converted and made for the small album. So that's what we're going to be concentrating on making today. So I absolutely love this new disc bound collection. Basically we have these new binding system here for using with your small, medium and large mini albums, and everything that I'm using today will be listed down below. And as I said, we're going to be concentrating on the small album, which is this die set. I've got so much to show you guys. This die set here is what we're going to be using today. Obviously we're going to be needing the disc binding dies and also the disc bound album cover, and I'll be showing you today how to convert this to the small album. And for this particular album cover you will be needing 24mm discs. Those were designed to go in these little slots there. So let's get started. Okay, so I've got everything cut out here, but just before I show you how I've cut everything, I just need to explain how some of these mechanisms work. So the back page of this album tucks into a pocket and a belly band, and that is what holds it in place here so that the discs can go inside like so. So in the first part of this video we're going to be making the cover, and the second part, it's all one video. In the second half we're going to be making the pages and the disc bound binding. So quick guide here. So one of those, two of those belly bands, and these come with the stitched mats, and one pocket. And we have provided you a die here for the medium album and a cutting guide on the back of the die set to cut a front and back cover for the small album, which is here. So that measures 6 7/8 by 4 3/4. So you'll need two of those, and we've also popped in a mat here that will cover this small album perfectly, and it's stitched as well. The whole reason why we didn't add the extra die in there is because it just upped the cost that you would pay to pay for this die set. So we're keeping costs down, and it's a simple measurement. So just cut that one 6 7/8 by 4 3/4 for the small album. Okay, so I'm just folding all of my score lines down, and then I just want to pop this into a scoring board just to reinforce and give a deeper score on the two outside score lines, because that is going to make life a little bit easier. Just remembered Mr. G said he'd make me a cup of tea, so there might be one on the way soon. I'll let you know. There we go. So I've just got my finger in there and just curved the rest of those score lines, and that is our edging done. And let's get this popped together now. So I'm just going to have, this is my front cover because I have something to cover that up already. So I'm going to add our glue to those tabs there and pop on the back and front cover. And today I'm using the bookbinding glue. I don't know whether it's back in stock as I'm filming this. I will leave the link down below so it's there when it comes back. So I want the score line to be just about visible, and this is straight as well, this straight line there. So if you have this little bit wonky, then you're going to end up with a wonky front cover, and then just repeat the same with the back one. Okay, so that is now done. So let's sort out the back. So I have here the pocket, so I'm just going to try and get this all down in one go. So you can either have it like that or like that. It's up to you. So I'm just going to add glue to all of these. Oh dear, the sun's come out. I mean, it was really foggy this morning, but the sun's just got rid of all of that mist. Okay, so I'm just lining everything up. This should fit on perfectly. And then when you're happy with that, just give it a little press down. So I do have a bit of wiggle room here because I did use the glue. There we go. And now time for the belly band. Now on this one I have it loose and going all the way round, but I'm going to show you a different way that you can add this on. So here they are. We're going to join these together using the tabs. Oh yeah, thank you. Tea has arrived. It's going to be too hot for me to drink though, so I shall leave that a little while. There we go, I've got an Earl Grey there. That's why it's so pale. I do like pale tea, but Earl Grey is definitely a pale tea. Okay, so I'm popping this together now to make one big round. If I was going to make this to slot onto here, I would glue this on around it instead of it as a single unit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue one side completely to the back. Now, securing this belly band instead of having it mobile will keep your book in a lot more securely than if this was moving about. So let's pop that on there. It will stick out slightly top and bottom. So I have here the fold there, and I have this here, so I'm trying to keep that as straight as possible. You can use this line here to help you get it straight. So I am happy with that. So there we go, that is our cover done. That's ready for all of those rings that go in. And today I'm going to be playing with the Bohemian Days papers. Here they are, and we've also got the ephemera that matches it, so it's going to be absolutely perfect for making a little mini album. So let's get this on. So I could have the bricks on the front, or I could have the lovely pattern there. I think I'll have the pattern, and I have used the die set with the stitched the die with the stitched outline that is designed for the small album. And then I've simply just matted again. I find that using the silver mirror card really does help bring out that stitched detail. And then the mat, there's no die for this little mat here on the inside, so that's 4 1/4 by 6 3/8. Okay, so this brick paper, it does have some shadows on there, and there's a little nail there, so it's going to look a bit funny upside down, so do just make sure that you have this the right way round. I love this paper pad, I really, really do. Okay, there we go. Let's concentrate now on the pages and adding the disc binding. Okay, so I've got most of my pages already prepared, and I've got the binding on the edges there, and I've papered them as well, and I have side loading pockets, which means I can use these. These are the small album pocket pages, inserts and die sets, so love these. Again, everything's linked down below. Okay, so let's switch die sets now. We're going to be needing this one, which is the album disc binding die set, and we're going to be moving now over to the small album, which is this one here. There we go, there's quite a lot of stuff on here, so we don't need to worry about these binding strips here. We just need to start us off with is the main page die. So I have 2 of those already die cut out, and we're going to be having the side loaded pages, so I'm going to show you which tabs that you need to get rid of. Okay, so grab your paper trimmer and we're going to trim off the tabs that are on the side. Yeah, that way, on the side. We're going to keep the ones on the top end or the bottom end, whichever way you have it round, and just use your paper trimmer here just to line everything up. And you can line up the score line with the metal edge there and then trim, so that should be at about 4 inches. Do the same on the other one. And then fold these down. So I'm more of a fan of having side loading pages right now. So I have done a lot of albums with the top loading, but I'm really enjoying having the side ones. So we're just going to add glue now to both of these tabs. Going right up to the score line here and right into those corners. Okay, so on this one, just turn it over, press this over like that. Same with this one, press this down, and then we're going to overlap them. So for each page that you make, you need to die cut 2 of these. And then approximately 4 to 5 pages, depending on how much you load each page with layers and foam pads and dimension. I would stick to start with about 4 pages, and then if you can add any more, then you can just simply add more in. Okay, so that is our page done. We have a little tunnel there, and then this is where we add our binding strip. So here is the die set again. We have here 3 sizes. So this one here will give you the small album on its side. It will also do the medium, just like so. And then we have this little one here. This is for the small album on its side, just like so. And I keep putting them down in the wrong place, I'll lose them. And then we have the large one here, and I'm working on an album right now. This one is for my sister. I'm using the Oasis Adventure papers, and I'm able to use some larger rings with this one as well, because it's not going inside this cover, so I can have some larger rings for that. So that is for the large one. Oh, and I forgot to say one more. This will also fit the landscape, or the large album, on its side in landscape. So let's get this popped in now. So this does have a score line along there. Do not fold it. Just add your glue. It's basically a guideline on how far your page is to be slotted in. And that should fit in there nicely. And because I've used the glue, oh, I need to use some glue on the other side. Don't forget about that bit, otherwise you'll have an open-ended pocket. Slide that in, and then just carefully look where the score line is. And then once you're happy with that, you can press that down. And that is our page done. Now, what is absolutely great about this is the small album that I'm working on, but I can pop this into something larger. So I can actually pop this onto the medium album, just like so. There we go, they just slide onto those discs, and there we have that one added to that one. So that's the medium. And then we can even take out a medium. I'll take this one out. Now, none of these pages match, by the way, because they're all different collections. But just as an example, the medium will fit into the large. So you can have some really nice multi-dimensional layers here. We can pop this one at the top here. So the small one will also fit in. There we go. Just think of all that interest that you can create. Okay, so I've got all of my page mats. I've got quite a few leftovers here because I did get carried away. I don't mind that because I can carry on using them for decorating things like the pockets. These are the pockets that you come with the small album, and you also get the dies that are shaped mats around here, so you can easily add those. But I just want to get this together now to show you how easy it is to pop together. So let's grab our little album cover. And this is the back here. I haven't decorated the back because this is going to be slotted in there. So let's grab our discs now. I just love how these discs actually go really nicely with all of these papers. They really match these papers too. Okay, so I'm going to start with the back one. I'm going to pop in my discs here. They just slide onto these little mushroom shapes. So I'm starting with the back page. Just sliding those on. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is just add the rest of my pages. Now, if you're wondering how to decorate all of these pages, I will be doing some more videos on decorating these, and I'll be using all of the die sets that are compatible, the mini album accessory die sets that will work with the small album, and I'll be using those with it. But however, I will be adding in the description box below all of the compatible die sets that work with the small album. There we go. So how many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be my back page. That's going to slide in here. So I have here 5 pages. I'm going to leave it at that. I can add more if I want to, but I do want to kind of start decorating, adding my photographs and other layers and ephemera, and that is actually going to bulk it up slightly. So I'm safe now. And I'm happy to build up that layer, and if I think that I could probably fit another page in, I can just add another one at the end. So this back page here slips into the back page, and this lines up here. Let's get that all the way in. I just love how all of these colours go with all of these papers. It looks really pretty. Okay, so let's now quickly add in our index tab inserts. Again, that is this die set here. And we do have another die set part of this collection. I'll pop a picture up now, and that has a selection of tabs and also a stamp set. So those will also be perfect for decorating and adding tabs to things. Okay, there we go. And I have one left over for this one. So all I have to do now is just add my pockets and decorate, but I'm sure you'll want to see me do that, so that will be for another video. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you really enjoyed this one. Everything that I've used is listed down below. If you're a VIP, you can get 10% off your order as well, and all that information is down below. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.